negative emotions, they're there for a reason. They're there to show us what we're holding on to. And remember, we've said before, they're often deeper layers of what's really going on. They're wounds that are being triggered. So the situation, the current situation, is actually masking something that's beneath the surface. So if you're feeling worry about going back to work or whatever, it's actually something else. Not to say that that situation's not real, it is, but there's something beneath the surface. And that's what we would like to explore. And it's based on this idea that we hold our emotions in the body. And when we hold our emotions in the body, our body gets stuck, it gets stagnant. That's what's happening. I always like to visualize it as like just this knot. Sometimes when I'm doing a Reiki treatment, I can feel like just knots underneath, sometimes just like gunk. And that is all the emotions that we have repressed. So step one, identify where it is in the body. So it's not enough anymore to just say, I'm anxious, I'm worried, I'm overwhelmed. But where is it? Is it in your chest, your throat, your abdomen, your shoulders, your jaw? Where is it? Your temples? It can be in multiple places, but you've got to go inwards to be able to identify where it is. Then what are you feeling? What exactly is it? Is it a tightness? Is it heaviness? Is it a dull ache? Is it a sharp pain? Is it a numbness? So the first step is identify where it is. The second step is to describe the sensation of it. So we're really now honing in on what is this that I'm feeling. The third step is naming it. So you named your emotion: overwhelm, worry, stress, guilt, shame. All of these are feelings that you have in that area. What we can do is we can replace that name. So once you've got the name of it, we can replace it. So I was coaching a lady and she had clinical anxiety. So, you know, often the word anxiety is thrown around, but she was actually diagnosed with it. And we were working together. And one thing I got her to do was replace the name of anxiety, because the label itself carries so much weight. And it was making her feel debilitated just having that label. So I said to her, think of a name that brings you joy. And she said, when I was young, I had a teddy bear and it was called, like, I can't remember now, Hugaboo or something like that. And so I said, from now on, anxiety is going to be Hugaboo or Boo Bear or whatever it was. And you wouldn't believe it, she started reframing in her mind the way that she saw anxiety, and anxiety lost its grip over her. And she was seeing a psychiatrist, she couldn't believe it. What would normally take months to do in clinical therapy, we did instantly, because it's just the way you perceive it. Then the next step, what we did just now, is to speak to it. I know it sounds bizarre to speak to something that's not real, but speak to your emotion. It's an entity, it's part of you. Speak to it. Say, hi anger, hi guilt, what are you doing here? If somebody turns up at your house, you know, there's people, they come to the door and they're trying to sell things, or Jehovah's Witnesses. You don't just slam the door on them. You say, hi, what would you like? Just speak to it. Hi, guilt, what are you doing here today? What are you trying to show me? And you'll be surprised you'll get an answer back. You will get an answer back. It will say, I'm trying to keep you safe. I'm trying to protect you. Because remember, when you were in school, this happened, that happened. You'll start to understand why it's there. Because it's there because something has happened in the past which has created reason for it to be there. So speak to it. Say, I understand you're here to help me. Thank you. Be kind to it. Thank you for trying to protect me. Just like you'd be kind to the people at your door. You wouldn't say, no, I don't want to know you, and slam the door. You'd say, oh, thank you for coming, but right now I'm not looking for that. You need to reassure it. I really appreciate you being there, guilt, but I don't need you anymore. Fear, I'm so grateful for you, but you can go now because I'm okay. I'm fine now. So speak to your emotions, reassure them, and then the final step is to release them. But once you do it, you will eventually feel that release. You'll feel that lightness. Working with the breath really helps. So I like to imagine that I'm exhaling and it's leaving my body. And you may even see it. Sometimes when I'm giving a treatment, I can literally see something just moving. Sometimes clients tell me as well, they can see something like almost like ashes, just going out of the body. So that is the process for nervous system regulation. Recognize where it is, recognize what it is, give it a name. That's the fun part. Speak to it. Ask it why it's there. It's good to know why it's there. And then reassure it and finally release it. Depending on how much your resistance is, you might need to spend more time on one area. So for example, the speaking to it part, you might need to spend longer on that because it might be saying, no, but I can't leave you. You'll be lost without me. I've been with you for so long. And that's when you need to speak more and say, oh, actually, honestly, I'm fine. I'm really okay now. What you shouldn't do is try to fight the emotion. So this is very much based on the Buddhist philosophy of being with the emotion. Emotion is energy in motion. So we can't push energy away. Go away, I don't want you. We have to be kind, compassionate, be with it. This is how we process our emotions rather than suppress them. It doesn't have to be long. Even if you spend 30 seconds on each area, there's only 5 or 6 steps. So the first one was discover, second one was develop, third one is design. What do I mean by design? How do I use what I've learned about myself to show up and be in my authentic self? So being in a state of Dharma means being in your higher self. Being in your higher self means being in your archetypes. If you're a merchant, be a merchant. If you're a warrior, be a warrior, but the higher self version. So now how do we design this in a way that's tangible? Ikigai is the way that you deliver into the world. So now if you've realized that the job you're doing or your business is your Ikigai, you just need to do the first part. So Dharma is intrinsic. It's your soul's nature. Whereas Ikigai is extrinsic. So what we want to do is we want to be in a state of Dharma, delivering our Ikigai. That's when we become whole and complete.